invited to conduct an innovative workshop based on the discussion for mentorship. Is it okay if I don't use my phone?
Yes. We really appreciate it.
So who could I do that? Today, basically, we'll start at the question: why mentorship is so important? Year after years, until Toastmasters have undergone many challenges. We've shed tears, but we also shared the laughters with others, and we're all succeed and survive so that we have this magnitude today. To me, mentor-mentee system is the very infrastructure to support the organization to prosper. Today, I would like to share two messages for you. First is, being a mentor can help a member to master the skills for education, for communication and leadership. Second, I would like to remind you that the structure of our organization should be focused at the next period of until Toastmasters. If you take a deeper look at the structure of Toastmasters Club, you find that it's small-sized and highly tangible to help the organization meet the future challenges or opportunities. But somehow this kind of characteristic prevents our officers from managing well. What does that mean? Many years ago, until Toastmasters have undergone graduation crisis, senior members left Toastmasters Club. Less and less newcomers joining our club, but somehow they have to pay more time and efforts on managing the current club. And the quantity of our members are coming to a high level. The average member we have at each semester is roughly like 80 people. It's 2 times than the maximum of the people that the original infrastructure could afford. So the graduation crisis makes until Toastmasters, we found it really hard to find the right people to inherit our willingness and our dreams. So what we should do? Basically, some of the innovative officers, we initiated mentor-mentee system. And if we imagine that if until Toastmaster is somehow like organic organism, mentor-mentee system helps to keep the metabolism steady as possible. But until 2011, the graduation crisis made a better outcomes is we had lower than 5 newcomers. So on this same year, we have Bill. He initiated a brand new project on reforming the structure of until Toastmasters Club. As you can see, these policies are all revolving around one thing, that is mentor-mentee system. And he and his people helped until Toastmasters to build up positive networks and make the bond even stronger. So we will have these amazing people joining with us and we'll have a good time together. At the same time, while we now still have the prosperous atmosphere and the number of our club is expanding, I discovered something. That is, if you take a deeper look at the structure of the current population, this is the idealistic. It is the ideal situation that officer team want. So you can see the number of newcomers, juniors, and seniors are even. Well, this is what we're now facing. with every 6 months, we have we have more friends and they will become newcomers. And the previous newcomers, they're gradually moving into what we call junior generations. Somehow, the current educational system can structurally distinguish them from the newcomer. So, a junior might think that the things he or she does when he or she is a junior, there is only a little difference between two stages. So, I would like to share the opinions and my observation about how a mentee grew up as a mentor and how a mentor become a good mentor. All right. First stage, it is called start as a mentee. We all start as a mentee, and we're assigned by at least one mentor. We have a good time because we can learn lots of experiences, and our mentors help us go through many difficulties. At this time, we will have lots of funny and interesting activities so we can build up positive bonding with each other. So at this period, I published my first speech. It's called Things I Cherish. Basically, I wanted my mentor to know that I'm capable of making public speaking. At the same time, I want everybody to see that I'm willing to be here and I deserve to be here. At the second stage, it's called first-time mentor. Probably 6 months or 1 year later, you are invited to take on the job of being a mentor, and you have your friends, your neighbors, or your colleagues to be your mentee. And you find that it's very interesting because you can share your stories and the ways how you deal with conquering stage fright, or how to prepare quality speech, etc. And you're now bonding with your mentees and feel that I'm really in need, and this is the place that I'm willing to stay. At this stage, the way I treat my CC track is I tried some experimentary topics and materials to see if the audience would be okay for this kind of topics. And I talk about human rights, I talk about some thoughts in philosophical dimensions, or the relation between my mom and myself, etc. This helps me to better understand myself. At the same time, I can make an example for my mentee to follow. At third stage, I call it midway effect. What does that mean? 1 to 2 years later, you become more sophisticated and your mentors join the officer team. But somehow you feel a little bit lost because the learning model of your mentees have switched from mentor to his or her partners. So it's been said that you are not the first person your mentees turn to. And you gradually find that less and less time given to speeches. You find yourself more or less get stuck in a situation, and at the same time, it takes you more time and efforts to keep the balance between your personal life and club. So, how should we do if a mentor bumps into this kind of situation? Well, first, I need to say, no, it's not ideal, it's not flattering situation, but it's the perfect chance for a mentor to think and readjust his or her style. And I wish that mentors can have the capability to conduct and focus on what he or she is good at. I would like to make an example. That's Michelle, because as you can see, Michelle shared lots of the ideas about female rights, about gender inequalities, etc. At this stage, we wish that mentors could level up. So it's very important for mentors to conduct and master certain kind of issues and helps your yourself to build up your own profession. And I feel that I'm really lucky because at this stage, I was invited to have a speech conduct in Toastcamp, the demo meeting. And it's basically some kind of the things that I would like to share with my audience. And I tried some kind, and these 3 speeches are called hard to digest topics, but fortunately my audience, they had a positive feedback for me and feel really thankful and appreciated. At the same time, how you manage the relation with your mentees, that would be an important question for you too, but I will make this later, right? And the 4th stage is what we call connecting the dots. At 4th and last stage, mentors are getting close to CC or CL tracks. With previous training, you'll find that every step that you made gradually connect to each other and became a line. This is the line for you. This is the line that no one could have the same with you. So basically, when you finish your CC and CL track, you're also forming your unique learning experiences within Toastmasters. At this stage, mentors, they will witness that your mentees are all growing up and they will join they will join you and become part of the mentor teams. So you and your mentees are equally competent, and we will take hands in hands, open our arms to welcome future generations. At this stage, I conduct my CC, which means C10 speech. It's called Roles Not Taken. Basically, I was inspired by Emily Dickinson because given so many unpredictable circumstances or awkward causality, we might not have the chance to choose the things that we want. So sometimes we'll feel pity because feel pity for the roles not taken. But at this moment, it dawned on me that it doesn't matter it's not important to cry for the stories that are already gone to past. What's important is the things that you've chosen. It's about the road that you're stepping on. When I finish this, there is a story that helped me go through the hard time. I would like to share with you. Oh, sorry. Basically, at the 3rd stage, I bumped into some kind of mental dilemma because I couldn't make balance between my personal life and the participation in the Toastmasters. So I thought about quitting and leave this place forever and never going back. At that time, I had a mentee called Lily. She was quiet and she often set herself at the corner of the classroom. But I'm really amazed that she had every single ingredient that we think a good speaker should have. So I held an optimistic attitude for her debut speech on Freshman Cup. But when we were doing the rehearsal, I found that it wasn't doing well because something prevented her from being herself at the stage. So we had a conversation. She admitted that while she was at her high school year, she participated in English speech contest. She was humiliated when she's standing at the podium. She forgot her lines and she was having trouble, and some of the audience left in front of her face. So she stopped trying ever since until she had the courage to step into the classroom. At that time, we had some tea, some tissues, and some hugs. We came to the agreement that she would do everything that she could to go through the process. And I promised her, no matter how disappointed that she didn't win any prizes. So I approached her and said that, congratulations, you conquered your stage fright and it's a great step for you. Though she didn't have any prize or rewards, she said to me that it doesn't matter to win or not. What matters is, I have my audience supporting me from the beginning to the end. They never give up on me, and that is you. At first, I really didn't know what to respond because I was standing at the edge and thinking about quitting. Her words refreshed me and reminded me the reason why I've been here. I've been here. Afterwards, I replied to her as follows. I said, "You're not quitting, nor am I." In the 4 stages, I've met lots of difficulties because it took much more efforts and time to be a good vice president or the president as well. But whenever I thought about quitting, her words came into my mind and dawned on me that the true meaning of mentorship is not about providing anything that you think the best for your mentees. It's about the one you're willing to be. It's about companion. It's about respect, the will, and act from your mentees. So basically, throughout the process, the experiences for me to stay until Toastmasters have the big and precious lesson for me. And I would like to quote from Mother Teresa. She said that love is on the needs of others and sees its own responsibilities. Translated in English, in Chinese, that means 从别人的需要里看见自己的责任. Sometimes we may have the troubles about balancing our lives or keep pacing with until Toastmasters. So to quit or not, that is the question for us. But I would like to remind you that to have the chance to be in love with your club is truly a precious moment. And never give up on yourself, because Toastmasters would never give up on you.